shared such a special experience together. And yeah, I mean, it's a crazy world to be thrown into an amazing project to be a part of, you know, and to really grow up together. We're all, you know, what was it, 5 or 6 years ago? That's a long time ago. I think about the person I was then and the person I am now, and all of us, you know, we've grown up so much and changed so much. And this will always be such a you know, really special time in my life. And I think, you know,
anything for Australia?
hello, Australia.
Hi, I'm James from Brazil. I want to ask you, what is our world in this movie?
What I see, what do you mean? I think there's a lot. I mean, I think you have the power of the media in this movie and its influence over people, and then how powerful of a tool or weapon that can be. You have the dangers of extreme control and power and suppression of culture through the government. I think those are probably, and glorified violence, I think, is another thing that is a pretty big, especially like in the first couple of hundred years. I think it's pretty big. And the dangers of the separation between the 99% and 1%, and that disparity is growing, and, you know, it's a bit of a cautionary tale about, you know, the way things could go.
Francis, do you want to address some of the major themes of the movie, particularly for part 2?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I think some of the ideas that we really get into in Mockingjay Part 2 are fundamentally the consequences and the complexities of war, the things that Josh was speaking about earlier, and the idea of the sort of gray quality of war too, that it's confusing and it's complex and it's never an easy decision whether, you know, a war is needed or not, and even if one is needed, there's going to be consequence. And, you know, unfortunately, we're surrounded by war all the time, and so I think the themes hit.
Also, that once you disrupt the story that the establishment wants to tell, anything can happen, and change becomes possible if people are brave enough to pursue it. And the Capitol has complete control over the media in the first movie, and Katniss begins to break that with Peeta at the end of the first movie. And over the course of this revolution, who is in charge of the media and what they do with it becomes enormously important to the outcome. And it is only sort of through the pursuit of truth and the sort of defiance of the system that our characters ultimately create change. But it doesn't come easily. But I think that mindfulness is something very potent that this material, I think, raises and